Hi, welcome to Pod of Mercy. I am your host, Longhair Linda, and this is part 2. I have representatives from the other podcast.
Yeah.
From the Talk About It Network.
Whoa!
We have got Flawless Mr. Take Note in the building.
I know, Mr. Take Note.
Repping Sarcasm City.
Sarcasm City, big up top.
And we also have Mr. Nick Dixon.
Yes, Nicky Dixon representing Red Line Picture. Shouts to Alan, shouts to Mike. It's all good.
Shouts to Alan.
Whoa, that's big right there.
You are missed. Okay, so
we are wavy as well on the floor.
We are wavy. We have been drinking a lot. So
for a long period of time.
For a long period of time. This is part 2. We had to take a quick break from the last episode because these guys wanted to eat some chicken and I ate some popcorn.
Yeah, it was proper black, you know. It was fire.
Really black. I ate popcorn. I ate popcorn because I'm vegan and I won't eat animals.
Because I did actually offer Linda.
And then he goes,
chicken,
hey, do you want a piece of chicken? I'm like,
and she looked at me like,
do you not know me but at all?
I forgot. I actually just forgot.
That's just being British, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, still offer. Yeah, I mean,
fair.
Mate, and that chicken was
honestly, all of my colleagues still offer me non-vegan food all of the time. Like, they'll have, like, treats and stuff, and they'll just be like, Linda, do you want some? And I'm like, but you know I can't eat this because you asked me yesterday. And they still do. It's just sweet. It's nice.
It's nice, isn't it? It's just
very nice.
It's
okay, guys,
like, you missed out
so,
like, you can still taste the chicken. It's good. Like, if an animal died for that, I mean,
it was worth it.
Definitely, man. Like, chickens, like I say, they're the only birds that can't fly for a reason.
Penguins can't fly.
Yo, and if someone puts some fire-ass penguin and put some all-purpose seasoning on it and made that shit taste right.
Bit of red hot on a penguin wing.
Hey, the thing is with the penguin, you get me, he friggin', what's it called, bamboozles Batman, so it's like, why not in it? If you get past Batman, let's see what going on in it.
If you should get that joke, you have to tune into part 1.
Yes, see how I segues that in? See how
Flawless is taking it all types of credit for this. These guys are ridiculous.
Whoa, it's big right there.
Alright. Okay, guys. So
have you guys ever eaten penguins?
if you hear any rustling, it's because Nick is insisting on eating sweets out of the bag.
Guys, have you eaten penguin?
I've not eaten penguin.
Do people eat penguin?
I don't think they do.
Well, you know what? With coronavirus, the world ending, it's like someone put some fire-ass penguin and put some all-purpose seasoning on it and made that shit bang. I'm with it, innit? But
alright, guys.
Continue.
So I didn't plan for this to be a second episode. So I'm just literally going on a website.
You don't have to tell them the ins and outs.
Sidecatgames.com. I'm going to shout them out because I don't want to take their content and not tell who it is.
Fair enough then.
Sidecatgames, spelled PSYCATGAMES.com. And I'm getting some this or that questions for our rapid fire. We're not going to do timed because I think I'm a bit too drunk. I don't think I can handle a timer right now.
Let's see a red line picture.
So I'm just going to ask some questions, get some funny answers from you guys, and let's just move on quickly. Okay? All right.
Are you doing one at a time or alternating?
Answer one at a time. We'll do Flawless then Nick.
Okay.
Because I prefer Flawless over Nick. All right. So delivery or sit down restaurant. Wait. Delivery or sit down
restaurant. People, y'all can't see his face. Nick looks absolutely devastated. He's looking at Linda with disgust, yo. They're disgusting. He's disgusted that Linda prefers.
Guys, I have 17 minutes left of battery. I need to charge my laptop.
I'm sorry, I'm plugging the what's it called?
What the?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yo.
I thought it'd be funny, but then I looked over at you and you were just so hurt.
Do you know, we was all having a laugh. We was all having a good time. What the fuck, man?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Nick wasn't
I didn't mean it. It was just going to be a joke.
You know why it's funny? Because it's the truth.
It's the truth.
It was just going to be a joke. No, it was a joke. It was 100% a joke, guys.
Look at her face.
No, I'm laughing at the reaction.
No. You know who you really are. And then it's like,
I'm about to tweet about this.
I'm laughing at the reaction. The reaction was unexpected. That's all that was.
Let's see how this goes, isn't it?
Alright, guys.
Oh, fuck. This is bad.
Okay.
I'm about to tweet about this.
Okay, guys. Right, let's do this. Oh, we have to do something.
How you getting a white man onto your show? Disrespecting like that. It's like, this is Jeremy Cole shit, this isn't it? Just invite people onto your show just to fucking mock them and shit.
I didn't mean it.
This is Jeremy Jeremy Kyle shit.
Do you want to go
what?
first?
Every time I watch Jeremy Kyle, I'm like, how do they ever coach people into this show? How did they ever coach people onto Jeremy Kyle? I feel like I'm victimised.
Wait, do you want to go first?
No, do you want to go first. You're not asking your blood clot question.
You're not asking my blood clot question. He's big mad, yo. He's big mad, Linda. Well, I got to pull out this chair. No, we have to stop drinking. But also, I want to top up my drink real quick. Wait, what did you have? Brandy and
Don't you touch my
bubblegum?
bubblegum. You know what? You ain't
I bought the bubblegum.
touching any of the bubblegum.
I literally bought the bubblegum. I'm going to have some.
Oh my god, yo.
Oh god. Right, okay, guys. Are you still trying to tweet? You're
I'm really tweeting.
It's been 10 minutes.
I better waved on that.
Okay, guys. All right, now we can do this, guys. All right, so I'm gonna ask some this or that questions from this website. I read out the website link before. I'm not doing it again, guys. All right, just not. I'm going to miss the first one because that's boring. So the second question was delivery or sit-down restaurant. Nick, would you like to go first?
No, let your favourite go first. Let your favourite go first.
Alright, my favourite go first.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Yeah, I'm saying
delivery or sit-down restaurant.
Delivery. Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
Whatever, innit?
No, you have to answer. Come on.
Sorry, delivery or restaurant?
Sit-down restaurant.
I prefer restaurant.
Bus or train?
Train.
Yeah, train.
Soda or juice?
Ooh. Soda.
I'm going to say juice.
Pepperoni pizza or cheese pizza?
Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni.
Toilet paper goes over or under?
Really couldn't care less. Really couldn't.
I'm going to have to give a fuck.
It all wipes my ass in it.
Alright. Pancakes or waffles?
Oh.
We're getting in there, guys.
Now you're asking some questions.
Uh-huh.
Now you're asking some. Well, they're not your questions.
That's tough, you know, because I love pancakes and I love waffles as well.
Do you know what? I need to answer this. I'm going to say waffles, innit?
I'm going to go pancakes.
Mate, just because.
You're going waffles over pancakes?
Mate, do you know what?
This is why you're not my favourite.
Just when the.
This right here. Pancakes.
I hope everyone gets that awkward silence that's here at the moment because I'm using it. But waffles,
no.
mate,
Waffles
soaks in all the goodness.
Waffles
he does it better than pancakes, so I believe.
But the thing is, with waffles, with pancakes, you can put syrup on them.
All right. Hold on. Wait.
So, mate, when you get to put syrup on waffles,
you can put syrup on waffles.
Mate,
I'm gonna try that. Syrup on waffles,
mate. Before you answer this question, let's say to be confirmed for Flawless. Right, because he's not tried syrup on waffles, and that's what I'm going at.
Okay.
That's what I'm going at. It's syrup and bacon on waffles, and it soaks up the edges that get crispy.
I'm going to expound on it. Okay, so we're gonna stick in the pancake lane.
I'm waiting for you to say that for a while.
Have you?
I need you to explain.
We're going in the. Shit! Well, I'm sober. I can normally move on a lot quicker than this. All right. So we're pancakes, right? Are we talking American pancakes or
American
crepes?
style. American style.
Yeah, we go American style.
See, I'm a crepe girl.
Yeah, you are.
Listen, how can you make something sexual out of that? There's no innuendo at a crepe.
Bear in mind, I'm her favourite, just let you know that.
Yeah.
For now.
Just for now. I'm already been there, innit? I'm number one, I'm number two, but it's cool, innit?
Alright, guys. Let's move on. Baseball or volleyball? This is clearly American.
Baseball, okay.
Same.
Yeah, baseball.
Television.
Oh, wait, hold on. Volleyball.
You like to watch volleyball, women.
Watch volleyball.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Television series or movie?
Movie.
Ooh.
Come on now. TV show or movie?
Tell her, I think, wait. TV.
Credit or cash?
Cash.
Cash.
Tacos or wings?
Wings.
Yeah, wings.
Shopping in store or online?
In store.
Online.
He just put sweets in his
brandy
and bubblegum.
Nick is mashup.
What's sweet? Oh no, they're not vegan. Fuck you! I can't even do the same thing.
You can't fuck
You did not think of me at all.
You really did.
I
would think of you though.
I know. Well, you offered me chicken, so not really.
No, but that was out of love. That's what that was.
Right.
That's what that was. That's what it was.
Okay.
Don't touch her.
Sorry.
Shower or bath? This is the deal breaker here,
Shower.
guys. Yes. You're both my favourites.
Yeah, of course.
How about Linda? Shower. All of us.
Do you want to shower with Flawless? Can we expound on that?
Yeah.
Can we expound on that? You want to shower with Flawless? You want to shower with Flawless?
I want to shower with you.
You want to shower with Flawless?
I want to shower with you.
Okay. I heard you want to shower with Lawless, and
why did you hear that?
That's what I'm running with. I'm not asking this one.
You need to stop drinking. No, I'm not asking this one.
I'm not asking this one. Not asking this one. Cake or pie?
Wait, what you bypassing there? Like you're not asking?
Football or basketball?
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Cake.
Ice cream in a cone or a dish?
Don't like ice cream.
Cone.
Oh yeah, we had this discussion before. No,
what kind of fucked up freak?
That's what I'm saying. You're losing favourite points over here, man. That is a weird
far out ahead. It's calm.
I mean, you are far out ahead, but you're losing it a little bit. You're letting him catch up a little bit.
Catch you.
Do you know? I don't want to be on your fucking whatever list.
Yes, you do.
Twisted hierarchy.
Look how angry you are. Yes, you do.
Mate, do you know what? Siri just looked up fucking, and she doesn't know how to respond to it. Siri, after all the nights that we've had, I don't know how you haven't. Fucking should be second nature to you.
Moving on.
Siri talks dirty, you guys.
Moving on.
I'm gonna ask 2 more because I don't even know how many I've asked. Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
I'm gonna have to say Facebook because that's where that's where most of our following is, and every red line follower that follows us.
New phone or new laptop? That's the last question.
New phone. Even though I do need a new laptop and a new phone, but yes, I'm gonna go a new phone.
As you guys know, I'm using a Windows Premiere Pro touchscreen laptop, which is literally my baby. But I also have the iPhone 11.
You said, as you guys know, I don't know this.
Well, now you do.
Okay.
So I am.
You're the favourite. She don't care about details.
I'm not the favourite, and she doesn't take into things like this.
Alright, guys, I'm moving on. I don't even care about your answers anymore. Okay, so the discussion for this part is the coronavirus, but specifically coronavirus conspiracy theory.
Guys, can we just take part of my cocktail right now? Look at that. How sick
it looks like diabetes in a glass.
It's like a whole mess, doesn't it?
It looks like diabetes. I've got brandy with bubblegum bar.
There's an insane amount of sugar in that glass. You are going to lose a foot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, guys, I wanted to talk about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about conspiracy theories around COVID-19 specifically. Okay?
Yeah, this would be interesting.
Because there's been a few. There's been a few on Facebook mostly, because that's where they live, these conspiracy theories. Facebook. So the first one, shout out Facebook. I actually hate Facebook. I hope that it is removed from our lifetimes.
I won't say that far, but Facebook is out of Twitter.
No, it is the worst thing. It is the worst thing ever, and I don't even care about losing Instagram if it means that Facebook is deleted from our lives forever. I hate it. It's the worst thing invented. Wow. So, the first conspiracy theory I want to discuss with you guys is that COVID-19 is a bioweapon from China. So right-wing US media has been basically touting that China created this weapon to bring down the President of the United States.
Do you think we're going to bring down the President of the United States? Why would you create a worldwide epidemic?
Exactly. You stop selling wigs.
You just friggin' shoot.
He just wouldn't appear on TV if there was no fucking.
The thing is with the President of the United States, you know exactly where he's going to be at certain points because they announce shit. The President is traveling here, is traveling there, etc.
Yeah, but he'll have Secret Service.
You have Secret Service, but you just pay someone enough because if you shoot the President, that person's not getting away with it, so they'll probably get shot. But if you pay someone enough money, just hire a sniper and be like, it's like a suicide bomber mission, isn't it? You won't get killed.
Yeah, but what's easier, convincing somebody to become like a suicide bomber type thing, or
there's many suicide bombers.
Bioweapon.
There's many suicide bombers. That's not, you don't have to convince anybody. If you really wanted to take out the president, you could. The only thing is, you're not going to get away with it. When I say that, the person in particular who took the shot.
There's going to be a scapegoat.
Yeah, you ain't going to. But it's like, if you pay off their family or whatever, or you could, you know what? It'd be fairly easy to find somebody who doesn't like Donald Trump and also is a suicide bomber. I reckon those two could. There's probably many people who.
There's a Venn diagram that exists.
That was the word I was looking for. Yeah. So I'm sure you could, if you wanted to take out the president. This is a poor plan.
Well, as we know, and we'll know that if this conspiracy theory that I'm about to say isn't 100% correct.
Are you doing a new one? Because if there's one that's on my list, I'm going to fight you.
I don't know. It's absolutely fine. But we all know that fucking suicide bombers are hired by the government anyways. They always come at a time of political change or enhancement, and they always attack the crowd, the public. So the people that have influence on this political change. It's never the fucking parliament Never anyone in an MP or an official.
Apart from Guy Fawkes, he tried.
Mate, shouts Guy Fawkes, mate.
Shout out Guy Fawkes.
Mate, he's my guy, man.
Along with Ultron and Thanos. Shout out Guy Fawkes.
Shout out Guy.
That's my guy.
Mate, you got so close. Like, you got so close, brother. Mate, you almost there.
Legend. Icon.
Absolute icon. That's why we still celebrate him today.
Facts.
But like literally, every time there's a fucking suicide bomb or anything like that, everyone always ignores this. But the fact is, look at what's happening in the political stance at that point in time. There's something major politically happening at the moment, whether you notice it or whether you don't. But effectively, what we notice as people compared to what the higher hierarchy think we notice. This is when things like that happen, and even when a suicide bomb attack happens, I go, right, what's happening in Parliament? That's the first thing I ask myself, whether I've noticed it or not, and I go, right, so someone's about to be re-elected, and there's going to be a change in tax laws, there's going to be a change in the movement of immigration.
It's funny you say that, because there is a meme going around right now talking about when Ebola came out, when Zika came out, and all of these things came out. It's always every 2 years, which is when the US elections are. So there's always a local election and a general election.
They always do it.
Always an election time.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to suicide bombs, I believe they're simply just people. They've got people on a fucking list that they're going to look after their families. They'll be fucking multi-millionaires or whatever. Mm-hmm. However, these people are going to be called at any one point in time.
Like a culling.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
To perform this act, and they say you are going to die doing it. But we may call you, we may not call you. But you can live in luxury now. You're going to be living luxury afterwards, but you're going to be no one.
But what about on this particular conspiracy theory of it being from China?
I don't think China would. Actually, no, do you not know? Fuck it, they would, because everyone in the fucking politics is corrupt as fuck. All of you cunts. These guys would kill their own people to destroy the rest of the world. I think China, I feel that if China was going to do it, they would not abide by a Western theory or influence to be able to do this. If they wanted to take out the fucking
president, they wouldn't attack.
They would kill their own people. They would just go straight into it. The fact that this has come from a fucking right-winged media thing, fucking dickheads. Fuck you lot. Of course, this is a random conspiracy theory, but I think these guys are fairly close to home. I believe that this has been genetically mutated and influenced. Probably by the Western society.
Well, hold that thought.
Yeah,
hold that thought. Because while we're on China, I'm going to say I agree with both of you in the sense of China are very, very well equipped at killing their own, right?
Yeah.
And please don't attack me, but they had like a whole like one child policy, and people were very open about killing the girls and saving the boys. Now its population is messed up because there's way too many guys, but they were very open about it. There was nothing underhanded about it all, right? So for me, it doesn't make sense that they would create this bioweapon that would kill all these people in Wuhan, that would spread to different parts of China, that would then spread to different parts of Asia, that would then spread to different parts of the world, and they wouldn't take ownership of it. I feel like they'd be like, we did
like it's us. Yeah.
And then
I feel like they'd be like,
hopefully it makes its way to America,
right?
And then hopefully it gets
to the president. It just doesn't make sense.
It's like if
so
you don't kill the president, you're gonna kill the president.
If they're gonna kill all, if they're willing to risk everyone's health and their own fucking people's health,
I feel like they'd
rather just take their troops. They go, you guys are going to die anyways, fuck it. Go to America, just kill them, just start a war.
I honestly feel like the Chinese government would just be like, we don't like you, you owe us money, we want to be the superpower, so you know what, this is what we're about to do. Y'all gonna die, right?
Y'all gonna die. Mate,
so
we're tight with Russia right now. Fuck that. Y'all dying.
Let's move on to then theory number 2 then, that COVID-19 is a bioweapon from the US. So there's a massive story that's moving around right now. It went viral. That 300 athletes from the US military attended the 7th Military World Games in Wuhan in October, literally just before the epidemic first broke out. So what they're saying is that the US basically brought these 300 athletes, infected some of them, with the aim of creating this virus that would kill off a bunch of Chinese people. Mm-hmm. What are we saying about that?
Repeat that again. Say that again, sorry.
So 300 athletes from the US military attended the 7th Military World Games in Wuhan in October of 2019. Mm-hmm. The epidemic broke out literally weeks after that in Wuhan in China. That's where this all started. That's where the first breakout was
I do not believe.
Go on, Nick. Go on. I got something on it, but go on.
I do not believe that any superpower out there is above killing their own people, sacrificing their own people for the sake of what
Power.
of power
Yeah.
and corruption and filling their own pockets. As long as it doesn't affect their circle of the privileged minority, they'll do whatever they need to the rest of us. They'll be we're pawns.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they would need to do something like this to enhance their stance, because they know that if they were to go to war, the US was to go to war with China, that the US more than likely would win. They more than likely would. I think they
Not
would.
now.
Not at the moment.
No.
I think
They owe China too much money. They haven't got the resources right now to win against China.
militarily, I think they would have a good stance because of the backing that they have from other people.
Who? Who's
Well, they have
backing?
the backing from us, so they've got the Royal Navy.
Yeah,
They've got the
We
backing
ain't
of NATO.
shit compared to what they've got over there right now.
But
Well, my point
they've
is-
got the backing of NATO to be able to do this.
They haven't.
They have at the moment.
They haven't.
So what's happening with
In
NATO?
theory, they have. But if Trump right now declared war on China, NATO would not back it.
They'd have to.
No, they wouldn't. That's what I'm trying to say. He hasn't got that political stand power. He has it nationally because people will still respect the office of the presidency, but not anywhere else in the world. Right now, America's taken for a little bit of a joke. I don't know that
It is a
NATO
joke.
would approve
They
of
probably
this
wouldn't
war.
approve it, but
No,
they would
but
have to back it.
They
to an
can't,
extent.
but that's what backing is. It would be approving it, which means
But therefore they're going to go to war. But this is what I'm saying. If they did
if
go
there
to
was
war,
actually a war.
yeah, they would have to. They would have to back them. They would be obligated to do so, and they would have to have a stance.
Okay.
There would have to be an argument for them to do this. For example, let's go to Iraq because they bombed us, and then they just happen to have fucking oil. Wankers! If
Yeah,
they
we
listen
know
to this, fucking wankers. We all know it's corrupt. We all know that they're lining their own fucking pockets for this, and they're attacking innocent people for this, and they're making them up to be this horrible disease type of people that are doing this to them. Yeah, no, they're just not. You guys just want more fucking money. You don't know where to get it.
So bringing it back to
Bringing it
knowing
back to
that,
this.
knowing that, and
Knowing
bringing it
that.
back to COVID-19.
Right, this is an opportunity, but this is what I'm saying. The problems that they're having with NATO at the moment, and I wasn't even going to say NATO, but I was going to say their own people. People at the moment, what social media has done with people is they've given everyone a voice. Back in the day, you just accept that there was a war and you fucking bow down and deal with it. You know what I mean? There was a fucking in World War One.
Or you'd have to physically leave your house to protest.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But there wasn't many like World War One or whatever when they went out, and the guys that decided they didn't want to fight, they were given a flower, a rose, or something from a woman. Basically, it meant coward. It meant you're not going out to fight.
Yeah.
You know, may God be with you or whatever. I remember learning this in history. But you were meant to feel like less of a person if you didn't go out and do this. Go and do this. Now, that's not the case. Now, if the UK said, right, we're going to go to war, we'll fight, we need everyone, all hands on deck, there'll be so many people that'll be like, nah.
Pass.
I would definitely bet nah.
Yeah. I don't even remember what the point was.
Is it a bioweapon from the US? Make your argument.
I've just.
It's what, so when did-
I think you have.
Really, again,
You think it could be.
Yeah,
I think it
I don't
could
think
be.
if it is, I think it's a proper poor attempt. Like if you're going to take someone out, have it impact them directly. Why bring the world into it?
So we're saying probably not, or
Probably
maybe
not, because the reason I look at it, I'm like, these people, if they really go into war and they want to wipe out China, and they really going to cause a worldwide pandemic to do it when it's just scattered about. Like if you're going to go direct,
I think so.
to me, that's just.
I think China will be more direct because the Chinese government don't mind being the bad guys.
Yeah.
I think the US government has an issue being the bad guys.
if they have beef with each other, y'all.
I don't think they have beef with China. I think they have beef with everyone.
Oh, so you reckon we're just
I
trying to
think
wipe
it's
out
a
the world?
cull. I think it's a bit of a cull. I think it's rich people going, you know what, there's far too many people right now. We're up to nearly 8 billion. I think it's 8 billion now. And so they're like, you know what, it's too many people here.
I personally think it's
I
God
think they do
pressing.
culls every now and again.
I reckon it's God pressing the reset button, but that's just
Could
me.
also be God.
I reckon that's
Should we move on to the next conspiracy theory?
Let's go.
So we're moving away from it being a bioweapon. Personally, a bioweapon, maybe, but I'm not convinced. I think the Earth just hates us being here.
Yeah.
So it's just creating things.
We don't think that doesn't make sense. Like
We're the only species that regularly ruins our own environment.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we must.
You don't see lions messing up their environment. You don't see like birds ruining their own nests. Like you don't see. We're the only ones.
See penguins doing shit. They just going about it.
Penguin. That's a hat trick for penguins.
I'm getting you a penguin doll thing for your birthday.
Like fighting penguins, eating penguins.
Just because Batman is swag. That's why.
So Batman
is swag. Some guy befuddled by the Riddler. Just the guy asking questions.
All right, we're moving away from the bioweapon.
Some good-looking chick in a tight suit, Poison Ivy, and you there confused. But go on.
So the bioweapon thing is okay. Nick's gone. Nick's out.
He's bad.
Nick's down for the count.
Some Poison Ivy chick. She don't even have no superpowers.
She controls plants.
She's just ready to controls plants, so she controls the leaves and the mud and the soil and the photosynthesis.
All you need to do is be in a room that doesn't have any plants, and you're good. Like you're fine.
There you go.
Do you know, I was thinking that, like, someone put a trailer of, like, there was, like, a new film that's come out, like, the 5-headed shark, and I was like, oh my god, imagine facing this thing.
Just don't go in the water.
Don't go in the water.
You'll be fine.
Like, doesn't matter how many heads of sharks.
Stay on land.
That's literally Poison Ivy, just don't go around.
Like, the film would be really boring for me.
Go in a pool, like, you're fine.
If someone said that there's a 5-headed shark out there, it would just be a film about me just going to the shop, staying on land, and just living my life.
That's why I like Deep Blue Sea, because they were out there like on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, you had to be there, so you had to, survive. Like LL Cool J had to survive. Whereas all of these other shark films, I'm like, you could just go home,
Yeah.
You'd be fine.
Yeah.
Literally in your house.
Go home and just go chill and watch Netflix.
You don't even have to get home. Just get a few feet away on the sand. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like you just didn't need to be in there.
Just go over there.
Just go over there. You'll be alright.
Actually, do you know what? This is better. I'm on the sand now.
Alright, let's move on. This is so off topic.
I was gonna go there and see and land sand.
Sea and land sand. I cannot take you.
Sea and land, that's sand. And an ash, that's
cannot take you. Alright,
how's that not Nash Lindo?
Has a shark ever killed anyone?
That is Nash Lindo.
No.
And an ash, that is Nash.
I know, like, killer whales have killed people, like.
Are killer whales actually whales, though? I've heard they're not. Killer whales, are they actually not technically whales? They're actually technically whales.
I think so. They're mammals.
While you're doing that, let's actually stick to the topic, guys. So we're moving away from COVID. We're moving away from COVID-19. Guys, I'm gonna rein this in. I'm coming. Alright, so COVID-19, right? So we're moving away from it being purposeful and going into the accident section of the conspiracy theories, right? So they're saying it came from bat soup.
Yeah.
So there's a video of a Chinese woman eating bat soup, and it was circulating everywhere, right? Even RT, Russia Today, the state-owned Russian news thing, and the Daily Mail, they even had the video as well.
See, sorry to cut you off, see? Throw killer whales also called Yeah, Nick is on up. I knew I was right about this shit. Let me continue. See, even though they are considered whales by most people, they're actually members of the I can't pronounce that. The dolphin family.
And they dolphin.
Yeah, see, I knew I wasn't tripping. I knew I was right.
You're talking about bats.
See, I was right. I was spot on, man. I googled it. I'm like,
so killer whales are actually dolphins.
It's all back about you.
No, we're good. We're good.
It's all about you.
Okay. So, all right. Nick's still down. Nick, come on, get it together. So, bats.
He's
out. He's out for the count. He can't even get back on the chair. He's out. He is out. You can do this. You can get back in a seated position, Nick. We believe in you. He's back down. He's not going to do it.
I'm going to breathe.
Alright, guys.
But the fact is, you're
I was about bats. I know. I was like on the next one.
He wasn't even listening. He was just on his phone.
He's like, no, killer whales are defo dolphins.
It doesn't matter what the podcast was about. He was like, killer whales, man. This is what I'm talking about.
I was like, I'm not talking. Nick ain't finished.
Let's go.
Nick is not done. No, he's not finished.
No, we gonna wait for you, Nick. Nick's having a break. And we're gonna move on. So,
What? Listen.
finish chewing. We're doing a little bit of ASMR while we're here.
What's ASMR?
You know, like the sound stuff. Are you adding more salt to salted popcorn?
Salt junkie. I said this to you.
You're gonna have high blood pressure.
It is what it is, isn't it? Like, I'm gonna pass anyway.
Coronavirus. It is what it is.
It is what it is. That's my thing to everything. It is what it is, isn't it?
Alright. It's this video that was circulating, including on Russia Today and Daily Mail.
His back is not finished.
I'm done.
No, he's fine. He's cool.
I'm done.
So it's been circulating recently that this Chinese woman was just sat there eating bat soup, and the theory was that that's where coronavirus started. All right, there's no point. Nick's gone again. I can't believe we got like this over alcohol.
Over alcohol.
There was nothing else involved, just alcohol.
Killer whales and dolphins. That's
Alcohol and killer whales.
Yeah, we'll have to take 5.
Can you do me a favour? Can we just do a different segment? I can't talk about bats. You can't talk about the bat
Can we
soup.
run from the bat?
I can't do bat soup. He's just going to remind me.
Can I just finish the point?
Okay, alright.
Alright. So, it later emerged that the video was actually from 2016 from a well-known Chinese vlogger, and she was in Indonesia, so it literally had nothing to do with the spread of coronavirus or the start of coronavirus. But scientists have confirmed that the virus is present in bats. All right, so the next theory I'm going to move on to is radiation. According to some Facebook groups, coronavirus has been caused by radiation from 5G masts. A specific Facebook group called Stop 5G UK. It was created to air concerns about 5G. They've made some claims such as China is trialling vitamin C therapy as a COVID cure, and that the whole outbreak is a cover story and the deaths are really being caused by 5G.
So what is it? What do you say? A 5G mask?
So you know how we got 4G right now?
Yeah.
3, EE and O2 are working on 5G, so it'll be even faster.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying is that there's something wrong with the masks that are being put up with the whole system of 5G, and that's what's killing off people. And coronavirus is like a cover story for it.
Well, one, I've got 2 points in this. One, that sounds absolutely crazy. But 2, if people have to pass, so we have faster internet, so be it. Man, let's go in it.
Yo!
Whoa! I did not see it coming there.
Let's go in it.
It's already fast, yo.
Like,
It's already fast. What are you talking about?
Nah, because sometimes I be around, especially in town. I don't know if it's my phone or because I'm on O2 and that. Like, my signal will just go and shit like that. Like when I'm trying to post shit and upload shit. Should be
You're
loading
saying
videos
human
to Twitter.
life is the same as fast internet.
I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying
Well, it has to be if you're saying it's worth the cost.
Oh, alright. Worth is a strong word.
You
I won't say
said
you're
it
like
if
it.
people
Yeah,
have
that
to
is.
die for
But I'm
faster
like,
internet.
yeah, it's like.
This is a man that would go out in the fucking
Zombie apocalypse.
with his boy to die with him. This is the man that would kiss his wife because she asked him to.
But
But let him see a buffering sign.
But
Yeah, your buffing time really annoys me.
But at the
That
same
really
time, you
drives my
do not
gears.
want to wait for
Obviously, I don't want
loading
anyone close to me to have to sacrifice for that. But if it's them people I was talking about, I'm like, people are
But
like, I tell to
coronavirus,
suck them
anyone
up.
can catch it.
Yeah, anyone can catch it, but no one. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It is wild what I'm saying. I understand
I was
that.
going to say, what
Wild.
people,
That is a wild take.
what people would...
Yeah, the people I was telling that, I was saying, I tell them to suck their mum.
Only people
Yeah,
that
them
you
people-
know. So what about the people...
That people that, no, people like this. Like, obviously, I don't wish death on nobody in it. Like, that's a bit excessive in it. But if it's someone I know like, I'm like, yeah, Nick over here, it's in his mouth. But
Are you okay, Nick? Is everything good?
Nick is
I've just wet the trousers.
Nick is his bubblegum brandy. But anyways,
bubblegum brandy.
moving back onto
It
the
is a
point.
good. It's
Yeah,
a
but
good mix.
people
Apart
like
from
this-
all them sweets, but yeah.
Try it. How'd it go?
No, I'm
Mate,
good.
try it. Try it. It's the
I
most
can't try it.
delicious.
It's not
That
vegan
does look
sweets.
like diabetes in a glass.
It is the most delicious thing.
Daya.
I feel like my insides will be
As I
blown.
was saying,
tomorrow.
innit? Like, all jokes aside and that, like, that's a bit... Like I said, my first point was that sounds crazy, and that's wild, innit? That people would have to pass for us to get 5G. I'm sure they could figure out another way to get around it type of thing.
Yeah, but also I feel like corporations don't give a shit about us. So if it does make them money and they all go in cahoots and they go, let's just pretend that it's this virus that was actually in China. Let's pretend that it's come over here.
And
so that
true
we
say,
can get
if everyone has to
5G
work from home, everyone would rely on internet. So maybe they're looking at it like, yo.
Come on now.
They're looking at it like,
come
see
on,
a land that's landing
conspiracies.
it. Get me, conspiracy theory. Seeing land earning ash, that's
I just need to say that if
that is
anyone raids this house and drags
let
us
Linda
away,
finish laughing. Let Linda finish laughing first. Then. Linda's got to finish laughing. She was trying to be fun, isn't it? It's all right, man. That is natural.
You gave me mine.
It's natural. It's all right, Linda.
No, I'm done. I don't want to linger on this. It's a stupid point.
She really does look at Linda's got a big grin on her face for everyone listening.
I don't have a grin.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I'm very serious.
Linda is laughing big grin, better teeth and gums and all that pearly whites. There we go, Linda. But go on, Nick.
Linda, you do you, man. Right, you guys you allowed me to have my little laugh on the floor.
Your little laugh on the floor, make you collapse.
That was a big.
That was a big laugh.
It was like a laugh.
But yeah, all jokes aside, and I'm sure they could work a way around that, why people would have to. It sounds like a wild conspiracy.
It sounds like something money is power in this world, and I don't think that anyone is above thinking or belittling other people or the sacrifice of other people to allow themselves or their corporation to expand. And I think government is definitely at the heart of a lot of this, and they push a lot of these corporations forward. And we've seen it already. So public information where businesses are paying tax simply because what they effectively give to the community. However, they're not taxed properly.
Economy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, for the economy, if these guys were to pay tax for the billions that they do, that they are spending, effectively that would be better for the economy. There would be better health service for us. There would be better services for us, i.e. police, fire brigade, and of course the NHS, which is the massive thing at the moment. So I think this is where Jeremy Corbyn, I believe, was correct in what he was saying. I think he believes that the right people are taxed correctly. No, I don't believe in what he says that billionaires should be taxed more or whatever, because no one needs £1 billion. If these people have made their money, man, you do you. Shout.
Do you think a billionaire can actually make their money honestly?
I don't. I don't believe that they could. However,
someone's been
trampled.
However, I feel like it's pay to pick through someone's life to find a point where they weren't honest to then tax them from it. I believe that billionaires should have a moral compass.
I think they should just pay tax like everyone else.
They should pay tax. Yeah. I don't believe that if we're gonna pay tax and there's one rule, I believe it should be expanded. Everyone should just have to do it. If everything's unfairly, then everything will work out right. But everyone's in it for themselves.
Sorry, guys.
There's a small
burped. I'm so sorry.
Burping through Nick's point.
Sorry.
Do you know, this is the only kind of real point that I've ever made.
I'm so sorry. It's the bubble gum. I'm so sorry. I normally can hold that shit in, but fuck.
Do you know what comes after a burp? Vomit. It's like you just threw up over my point.
Oh, I'm sorry. I agree with you though.
No, that's actually. But all I'm basically saying is I don't believe that anyone's above. Everyone's above that.
Just let him
get Flawless this time now. We've all had our time, so Flawless is now having his time.
Okay. Well, speaking of the economy and Jeremy Corbyn, so the final conspiracy theory I have is from the We Support Jeremy Corbyn Facebook group. And they state that people have bugs like this all the time. The media are basically covering up the economic global crash which is coming, and also the Brexit shit show. So basically what they're saying is the recession is hitting, a recession that has actually been, to be fair, predicted by several economists for ages. Brexit's been a whole mess. So what they're trying to say is that to cover an economic crisis, well, not cover it because it will still be there, but they're trying to find something to blame on it.
Yeah.
Rather than the actions of politicians. They're trying to say it's this disease. Because remember, the Dow's been down, FTSE's like all over the place. Like everything is mad at the moment.
Yeah, marketing is absolutely fucked up.
Like if people, I think Jeff Bezos last week lost 2 million in a day. 2 billion in a day, I think.
Really?
Something
was it?
Ridiculous. Yeah, it was a lot of money.
I knew it was millions. So
no, it might have been 2 billion. I mean, I don't know. I've not fact checked, so I don't care. But he lost a lot of money in a day. So yeah, the economy is going to shit right now. But what this group is alleging is that it was going that way anyway because of the poor decisions of politicians, and they have found something to blame it on now: the coronavirus.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Again, But this, do you know what? Even without answering this question directly, I feel like
you should answer it though.
I feel like no, I will answer it. But however, by answering this question directly, but however, not focusing on this question, that's not for us. Because
that's a dickhead response. I feel like you should answer it responsibly. And then she laughed when she said it to me. That's what
like how you do from a dickhead response. Like man onto your. Do you know what? Yeah, you was laughing before she said it. That's why.
I can't help myself.
I feel like you should answer it.
It's too easy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
you got a serious point as well.
I got a serious point. Do you know I'm playing ball?
And she burnt from your last one.
She burnt from my last serious point. She didn't even saw me 3 times.
She hiccuping through this one. She's hiccuping through your explanation.
Stop it.
Do you know what? Do you know what, Linda? Sorry. I need to be honest. This is bare disrespect.
I'm so sorry.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just going to say that this is like.
Ask him that.
Oh, shit,
yeah, that's what he's saying.
He didn't hear it. It's fine. Go on, continue with the point. I'm sorry.
So I don't even want to at this point. I've been entertaining this, but do you know what? A man's got to know when he's being mugged off.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
A man's got to know the point where he's being mugged off.
Oh my god. Right, we drank too much too soon. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, continue. Please continue.
Like proper laughing through my shit as well. I'm just answering the question that you asked. It's not even like I'm fucking like making up these points and just rambling shit. These are your questions,
come on.
you know.
Economic.
Like, I'm playing ball. Yeah, I mean.
Economic crisis.
Like you pass me the ball and they're just like creasing. It's like, what's the point? Why did you give me the ball in the first place?
She passed you the ball and
she invited me to a game. She invited me to a match. Passed me the ball. Just started wetting herself. I was like, why even invite me? Innit? Like, why even invite me?
I'm really sorry.
Like, what's the point?
No, I don't. No, go on, continue.
I'll continue. Stop laughing, isn't it?
No, I'm done.
So we're breathing heavy now.
No, I'm done. No, I'm getting it out. I'm getting the laugh out.
When you need to compose yourself, this is when you need to know that these questions need to end. Like, when you're actually trying to compose yourself, this is your natural stance is to laugh.
No, I'm not.
Like, you're trying
I'm
to
so serious. No, I'm not laughing. Look,
I can see you holding it back.
Mm-hmm. This is just my face.
You are.
This is just my face.
Wait, no, I'm not laughing. I'm not. Look, see, look straight.
She was laughing directly in your face, man.
There's no amount.
Yeah, disrespectful.
It's just 100% disrespect.
No. I really want to hear your take on it. No, I really
There's no amount of bubblegum brandy that I can drink.
I want to hear your take on it. No, I really do.
I had such a good point.
Go ahead.
Do you know what?
The floor's yours.
Do you know what? Fuck it. We're all going to die anyway, so I don't even fuck anyone. Fuck this epidemic. I don't give a shit.
Since we're all going to die anyway, apparently there's been some home remedies. My mum forwarded a WhatsApp message to me, as she does, that says, good news. Shout out Mama Linda. Good news.
Do you know what, though? You got to teach your daughter some respect. Like, she needs to learn, do you know what? She needs to learn some fucking respect to, like, if she's going to invite people onto her show. No, I'm going to say it. No, I'm going to say it.
Exactly.
She's going to invite people.
Can I speak to the manager?
I need to speak to the manager. I'm done speaking to the customer service, motherfucker. Speak to the fucking person on top right now.
Becky. It's
not Becky. It's Karen. It's Karen.
Karen, speak to the manager, Karen. Get your bars off. Let's go, Karen.
Karen,
to the person involved. I ain't getting nothing out of you.
Karen's ain't bald. He just turn up and shop someone to speak to the manager. That's Karen.
Go ahead. Do you, Karen? Come on, Karen.
Go on.
Speak to the manager.
Let me get it off my chest.
Can I move on now? Are we done? Are we done with speaking to the manager?
I don't know.
Because the manager's been trying to control me for all my life, and she's not able to.
I just need a word in it. I just need a quick chat.
All right, so my mum sent me a WhatsApp saying, good news in all caps. Wuhan's coronavirus can cure itself by a bowl of fresh boiled garlic water. The old Chinese doctor proved its effectiveness. They're laughing, and I'm going to work right through this because I am a professional. Damn it. Okay. So the old Chinese doctor proved its effectiveness. Many patients have also proven it to be effective. Recipe: take 8 chopped garlic cloves, add 7 cups of water and bring to a boil. Eat and drink the boiled water from the garlic. Improved and cured overnight. Please share with all your contacts. Can help save lives. What do you think about this boiled garlic recipe?
No surprise to hear that. I'm guessing. Did it state who came up with this recipe type of thing?
It is a WhatsApp message.
It's a what? So it didn't state.
It's some bullshit that people are forwarding each other.
It is what it is. People are gonna, because people are in desperate times and people are panicking, as we've seen, and things of that nature. They're gonna look to any form of explanation for a crumb of comfort.
Who decided one day? It's like, right, I've got a fucking corona. I'm just gonna boil some fucking garlic in water and just drink it and see what happens.
You know what it is? People like it's comfort in the light.
Where does it come from?
I think it comes from the fact that garlic is known to be very good for your immune system.
Do you know what else?
So things like
where's that come from? All I know about garlic
as in it's actual fact, right? So things like garlic, ginger, some other few things, right? If you're having the from the root, so if you're having like ginger root, if you're having fresh garlic, they're actually very, very good for your immune system. Okay. They have like anti-inflammatory properties to them. They're very, very good to boosting your immune system. You should also have things with vitamin C. These are things that are known to be good for you. What I found is at times like this, we've not had specific times like this because this is a pandemic in our lifetime, but whenever there's colds or whatever and people are talking about holistic therapy shit, right? They always talk about things that already are known to be very good for your immune system, like garlic, like things with vitamin C, etc. So this remedy, I think, personally, was somebody who was trying to be
they're just throwing that together.
Amazing, right? Said, and is saying
because people are panicking and it is a pandemic. People are going to take crumb of comfort in any form of that can so-called save them. So of course, I bet if you Google right now, all right, what can help prevent the coronavirus? There's a list of different things.
And it's going to be wild.
Yeah, it's going to be wild, like stuff that's even, know full well has nothing to do with it. Like, obviously, washing your hands, that makes sense. Like, hand sanitizer, that stuff. But there's going to be wild stuff. There's no scientific evidence to say garlic
here's
or
the thing.
ginger.
Are you saying masturbating 3 times a day?
There's but it does build your white blood. I actually put this on my Insta story.
Oh, yeah, I did see this.
Science. Yeah. It really is science. Okay. I was joking, but it's science. It builds your white blood.
So I need to be cracking one off 3 times a day?
No, not necessarily 3 times a day, but at least every day.
3.
At least every day.
That's wild,
if you every day, right? No, there's something that creates more white blood cells. Yeah. White blood cells are the things that fight.
And one side of your body. But the thing is,
like, obviously, do you need to reach the point of climax and orgasm for this?
No, because they got vibrators.
Well, we're quite fortunate. You guys only have, you have the prostate as well, but you guys don't tend to explore that unless, you're gay or bi or open. But, no, as in, like, women are quite fortunate. So we have 2 places where we can orgasm from. So the most common one is the clitoris. So even if you don't have a partner, at least you have a vibrator, so you're good. You'll still have the same effect. So, and the other one is less likely to happen anyway. So
there you go. That's what I'm saying.
Enjoy the episode.
All right. So we're going to move on to the Mahakama, guys.
Let's move on.
So this is the final segment of the show.
If you talk about network at its finest.
Talk about a network, he's lost his mind. We've all been drinking too much. So Mahakama is Swahili for court, or actually a high court, and it is the segment of the show where I like to judge people, situations, things, whatever, because I'm trying to be less judgmental in my life. And this is where I can judge things and people. So we're going to stick with the coronavirus theme, and we're going to talk about all of this fucking panic buying. If you can't tell already, I am on no mercy for these motherfuckers, right? So people have been out here buying every type of loo roll, pasta, rice, tinned food. It's all gone. You cannot buy hand wash, loo roll, pasta, or tinned food. I've got
loads of that shit in my house.
No, but have you tried to go to a supermarket? Have you tried to go to a supermarket right now?
I went to Sainsbury's today, like fucking full shelves. I don't know what everyone's banging on about. What was happening?
Did you find hand wash?
Yeah.
What Sainsbury's is this? Because I need to go. I'm going to cut that out just in case, but I am going to go.
As if you're just going to cut out my shit. That's the last straw.
No, I'm not.
That's the last line of disrespect.
Let me talk to the manager's manager.
It's not even a disrespect thing. Listen. It's not even a disrespect thing. Let me show you what the shelves look like at the shops when I go. Right? Even the vegan freezer food section was done for.
Mate, I was in Sainsbury's. When I got all my sweets and stuff, I was insane. Everything was just packed out.
Yeah.
I got everything. I
don't know, maybe it's just Asda. But Asda has like 3 packs of loo roll, no pasta. You cannot buy pasta in Asda right now. You can't buy rice. You can't buy any tinned tomatoes, no tinned meat. Everyone's took all the spam and shit, which is fine because that's just disgusting anyway. Why are you putting meat in a can? I don't get it.
What is spam?
So it's just random bits of pork.
I've had it before.
That's spam, it's disgusting.
It's like filth.
It's nice.
Spam
I like
is
filthy
corned
food,
beef but pork.
I like corned beef.
Yeah, corned beef.
It's the same thing but pork.
We used to have corned beef with salad cream sandwiches back in the day.
No, this
I
ain't
don't know about that. I had corned beef with rice. That's what
corned
I
beef,
did.
rice, and
Oh,
you have to do proper
hot corned
Jamaican
beef.
stuff.
My mum used to make hot corned beef with
mum
With
still
some
makes
sweet
onions
corn in
and
there.
peppers.
It used to bang. That was the only tinned meat I'd ever eat was corned beef.
Bang.
Yeah, when it was hot. But I'm talking about like cold stuff. So we used to have like cold corned beef sandwiches, but we used to have it with salad cream. No. I'm done, mate. Fuck you in this podcast. I'm done. I'm gonna go for a cigarette.
No, quick. We're doing mercy or no mercy.
Let's just finish it, man. Hold off your cravings.
So panic buying. Mercy or no mercy.
Friggin',
I've not heard of it. It
depends on. So what we're talking about. So I understand in terms of if you're thinking logically of it, I might get trapped in my house. Buying tin food makes perfect sense to me.
No, but panic buying
cleaning
out the shelves.
Like toilet, like people buying ridiculous amounts of toilet roll. Like, what's that going to do in a pandemic? Like,
how much are you planning on pooping?
Yeah, serious.
Also, worst case, if you run out of toilet roll and you're quarantined, you have a shower. Wash it off.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, I have no mercy for these people.
I'm saying no mercy because
you know what?
The number of pensioners I've seen who cannot afford to stockpile. Like, I literally I was in Asda yesterday. There was a pensioner behind me ringing his pensioner friend saying, you might want to get down to Asda because the shelves are like empty. If you need anything, let me know while I'm here.
Asda?
Or, there's an Asda.
Because Asda's the main one, isn't it?
Mate, I was in M&S today. Loads of shit.
M&S expensive,
you know what?
family.
That's where people don't spend a bit more money.
It's expensive there, man.
If you go to Asda, Morrison's or whatever. No, but I mean the main shopping centres, the ones that are more prevalent.
Yeah.
They are running out of stock. Costco has had to put a maximum of 5 packs of loo roll. They do packs of loo roll in like 90 rolls. Yeah. And they're still having to tell people you can't buy more than 5 packs. Yeah. Because people are out here cleaning the shelves going mental.
And this is exactly why God needs to press the reset button, because we just panic buying loo roll. Not stuff that's going to help.
But we're treating people like shit. And stuff like that. So we're not worried about people that can't afford to stockpile.
Because people don't care about...
We don't need this much toilet roll. Yeah, what are you going to do with 500 rolls of loo roll in a pandemic? Exactly. What are you actually going... Are you going to build a fort? What are we going to do here?
Nothing. But do you know what no one's getting? Those luxury wipes, you know, they're like... They're
still there. I got some wipes. They're amazing. And loads of them.
Loads of them. Luxury ones.
See, the thing is, this is how I knew. This is how I knew my shopping was too expensive. Because I got everything I needed. I was like, I spend too much money on shopping. I don't buy no staples, apparently, because I didn't need any of this shit.
It's like almost like wet wipes. But it doesn't just wipe it, it cleans. It's good.
You can get baby wipes.
That's like baby wipes. Yeah, I got baby wipes there.
Yeah, but it's not baby wipes. They're like actually flushable wipes.
You shouldn't flush any wipes.
Mate, these ones you
I know they're flushable, but you shouldn't.
I flush them.
I
flush fucking kitchen roll.
No, you should still.
I flush cardboard.
You shouldn't do that.
Mate, fuck it. Mate, when someone says
this doesn't make you hard or bad. It's actually really bad.
It's not being all clever like smoking.
I know it's bad for the environment, but we're all going to be on the reset anyways. Fuck it.
So you want to get there quicker, is what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Because you're flushing kitchen roll.
Because I'm so beautiful.
You don't care about anyone.
I'm so beautiful now.
What does that have to do with anything?
He's not trying to get old before we all die.
I'm trying not to get old.
He wants to die cute.
I'm gonna die cute anyway. But anyways,
that's what you're saying.
That's what I know.
All right, guys. Well, that was my karma.
No, just say.
All right. This is the end of part 2, my friends. So. Thank you so much for tuning in through this rambling, drunken mess.
Whoa!
Thank you so much.
Whoa!
All right. We are gonna go back to regularly putting out every other Wednesday. I don't know what's happening. I don't know when this is going out. This is coming out at some
She'll
point.
decide this. You know what? When you're sober tomorrow, you'll decide tomorrow. She'll post across our socials. There you go.
Follow at Pod of Mercy on Twitter and Instagram. We don't do Facebook because we hate it.
Pod of Mercy. Whoa! I'm a sell the Pod of
Mercy. That don't do it. There's a Talk About It Network, Sarcasm City, Red Line Picture Podcast. Follow us all. We're all mental in our own ways.
The way you said Red Line Picture, you just say that again.
Red Line Picture Podcast. Okay, so guys, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you whenever the fuck I catch you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Safe.